Managing the learning environment. Objectives. First, generate idea how to be an effective teacher. Second, able to know the characteristic qualities of a teacher. And lastly, at the end of the lesson, students can understand the different ways of teaching in the 21st century.
Ways to be an effective teacher. So some instructors struggling how to communicate properly to their students, how they can express their own thoughts or their own words to them. So here are the some characteristics that the effective teacher must have. So first, being prepared. Being prepared is one way of being an effective teacher. So it can easily learn that in your classes because you are ready for the day. You are not wasting your time because it gives you more easy way to learn to the students, and you have more time to explain it. Then also the second is being a positive teacher. So it is most effective to teachers to have an optimistic attitudes about teaching and about students. See see themselves as see as a teacher seeing yourself being the role model of them. So you if you are positive, you make the students believe you and they can approach you. So make yourself available to the students, communicate with the students about their progress, and what motivates them. Give them praise and recognition. For the next is hold high expectations. So being an educator, it is important to uh, express or express that you believe to them. So you should hold high standards so that they also hold high standards to them. Consistently challenge them to be better than now. So next thing is being an creative teacher. Being a creative teacher, it hooks the attention of the students. Students may agree to participate in all the activities you've prepared. You can also ask them to help you, and they will help you because they are very excited to your thoughts or your creative thoughts. And next thing is that being fair. So being fair to the students. It is effective teacher to handle students and giving them grades fairly. Allow the students to be equal the opportunities and the privileges that they will receive. Provide clear requirements for the class. Recognize that fair doesn't necessarily mean threatening everyone to the same, but means giving every student an opportunity to succeed from these previous activities and so on. Understand that not all students learn in the same way and in the same rate. They have different intelligence that good with. And next is display as a personal touch. Um, Being an educator, you should connect your students not only in the class but also personally. Share personal experiences to them, and let them explain their own experiences to you. Take personal interest to the students and find out as much possible about them so that you are already know what kind of persons or students are they, or what are the challenges they have gone through. Visit the students progress or ask them if they have any problems, or just being friendly to them. And next, cultivate the sense of belonging. So the being effective teacher have you making students feel welcome and comfortable in their classrooms. Students repeatedly mention that I felt although they belong in the classroom, thought by effective classroom, but then the surroundings felt them or that they are not included in there. The students knew that they had a good teacher who loved teaching and preferred to give the all of best to to his or her occupations. So being an educator, you should give your students all your support and lecture them to accept all the differences of them or the flaws of everyone. And then next is being um, being a having a sense of humor teacher. So in a classroom it is so lonely if you are so dull, and then so you should be have a sense of humor wherein students can learn to you some ideas even though they are having fun. Use sense of humor to break the difficult situations in the classroom, to break all the negativities, and so that they can feel happy while learning. Being a humor into everyday classroom may and laugh with the class, but not the expense that other students may hurt their feelings. And next is being a forgiving teacher. The most effective teacher don't hold grudges. So being a teacher, you should forgive the students if they make mistakes and tell them not to do it again so that they will follow you. And next, teachers admit mistakes. So if you made mistakes that you don't know, being a teacher, you should accept that and relate it to yourself and um, ask forgiveness to your students, not because they are your students. You should be angry to them because you made mistakes, so that you should accept your mistakes. And lastly, being a compassionate. So being an being an educator, the most effective teachers are concerned about students' personal problems, and so that if students have their problems, being a teacher, not only being a teacher but also a human, you should also listen to their stories or their problems so that you can give advices on them, and at least their heart or their mind will set free and not so heavy that they at the end of the point that they will commit some bad things in their life. So next, my partner IC Jalop will going to explain the rest of our report.
Qualities of effective teachers. Prerequisites of effective learning, which has the verbal ability, has a positive effect on student achievement. Content knowledge, as measured by majoring or minoring in the subject area, participating in professional development in the content contributes to increase the student learning. Educational coursework is a stronger predictor of teaching effectiveness than grade point average of test scores. For teachers who embrace the concept of lifelong learning, continued professional development in their field results in increased student achievement. And lastly, the teaching experience, up to a point, is influential in teacher effectiveness, particularly in areas of planning, classroom management, questioning, and reflection. The teacher as a person. When you say a teacher, you should adjust in every situation you may in. Because when you become a teacher, you should be a conservant in everything you do, and you should know how to engage yourself in making the student respect you on how you do. Classroom management and organization, which has the classroom management, classroom organization, and expectation for student behavior. Classroom management, which is you have to manage the classroom and the students by implementing a management in everything that you do. Classroom organization, which is you in every classroom, when you are a teacher, it must be organized so that in preparing or in you may so that in classroom organization, in everything that you do, it should be organized, for which the student would not be labeled or etc. Expectation for student behavior. When you become a teacher, you may face every student's different behavior, so that you will be ready on how to face and interact with them. Organizing for instruction. For you to give an instruction, it should be organized so that every student would understand and follow it necessarily. Implementing instruction. When you implement an instruction to a student, it should be clear so that they will easily understand and comply what instruction you may give. Monitoring student progress and potential. As a teacher, when you teach a student, it is part of the teacher that you will monitor their progress and potential, so that you will know what will be the things that could fit to them, and you could advise them whenever they don't know what should be, what course they wanted to take up. Good afternoon. I am ICS Jalop, and today I will be reporting my topic, which is the research studies on designing effective 21st century learning environment. The role of teachers in the 21st century. How to gain information and how to select and use them. Nowadays, the teachers provide the information and teach the student on how to tackle them. Nowadays, teachers are no longer lecturers, they are the facilitators. So, the teachers now are the leader in the class, and also the advisors for the parents and the supporters of every student. Before, teachers follow a syllabus, which is Good afternoon. My name is Icy, and now I will be reporting my topic, which is the research studies on designing effective 21st century learning environment. Together with the changes, new expectations are now into the students, which is the teachers. Good afternoon. My name is Icy, and now I will be presenting my topic, which is the research studies on designing effective 21st century learning environment. The role of teachers in the 21st century. Nowadays, new expectations appeared in our school, which is the school teach the students on how to gain information and how to select and use them. Teachers and students nowadays are flash.
Para maklaro ka.
Dili kayo mo klaro. Good afternoon. My name is Icy, and I will be reporting about research studies on designing effective 21st century learning environment. The role of teachers in the 21st century. Together with the changes, new expectations appear towards. Good afternoon. I am Icy, and I will be reporting my topic, which is research studies on designing effective 21st century learning environment. The role of teachers in the 21st century. Together with the changes, new expectations appeared in our school. The school needs to learn the student on how to gain information and how to select and use them. Together with the changes, the students learn how to use the internet with their teacher.
Start.
Nowadays, teachers provide the information on how to tackle them. Good afternoon. My name is Icy, and now I will be reporting my topic, which is the research studies on designing effective 21st century learning environment. The role of teachers in the 21st century. Nowadays, new expectations appeared in our school. The school needs to learn the students on how to gain information and how to select and use them. Nowadays, students learn to use the internet with their teachers.
Start.
Nowadays, teachers provide information and show their students on how to tackle them. Although they are still to be kind of leader in the class, but they can be taught as facilitators. They are supporters rather than educators, and also they are the advisors of the parents. Teachers in the modern classrooms are no longer lecturers. They are the facilitators, and their main task is to set goals and organize the learning process accordingly. Before, the teachers use a syllabus which are compulsory to them. But now, they can make their own syllabus or follow what the curriculum syllabus that they could be followed. But for now, for the teachers to make be comfortable on teaching, which is they can use their syllabus which they provide. So now, teachers' knowledge base, content knowledge, which is the teacher's knowledge. The pedagogic content knowledge is how to adapt the content of the learners. General pedagogic knowledge, which is, for example, like classroom management, curricular knowledge, the context of teaching, contextual knowledge, community expectations, and process knowledge, which is the learning skills, observation skills, and etc.
She start.
Teachers could be innovative and creative as the teacher's needs and expectations. Teachers need needs and expectations to be innovative and creative. Teachers may not be good at explain well, use relevant teaching aids, make the learners work hard, prepare for the lessons, or teach about the target language or culture. What we need today in the modern world is they claim that future teachers need to be open towards the needs of every learners.
Start.
Teacher education for the future. The need of a generation of teachers who aim to develop learners instead of teaching them, to help the pupils to become independent, to provide students with motivation and interest for lifelong teaching, and urge them to become autonomous learners and essential in the education of the future.